Jai Hind students, welcome to physics class of grade 11. Last time we discussed about the laws of vector addition. Today we will do some questions which are based on the laws of vector addition. So let's discuss these questions one by one. Now what we are given? We are given that ABCD is a parallelogram and AC and BD are its diagonal. Let us say ABCD is a parallelogram. This is A, B, C, D. It's a parallelogram. And we have AC and BD are its diagonal. This diagonal is AC and this diagonal is BD. Now we have to prove that AC plus BD, AC plus BD, it equals to twice of BC, and AC minus BD, it equals to twice of AB. How we can prove this? Now, first of all, let me draw the vector. This is vector AB, this is vector BC, this is vector CD, and this is vector DA. Now, it is also given vector AC plus vector BD. So, now this vector is vector AC and this vector is vector BD. I have to prove that vector AC plus vector BD equal to twice of BC. Now, solution. AC vector in triangle ABC. This is triangle ABC. So, vector AC equals to vector AB plus vector BC, because vector AB and vector BC are in same order. So I can say vector AC equals to vector AB plus vector BC in triangle ABC. Why I have written? Because AB and BC are in same order. So their resultant will be equal to the third side of the triangle taken in opposite order. And what is vector BD? This vector BD, no, I have to prove that it equals to twice of AB. No, take a triangle which is having this AB, no, which is having BD. So what is that triangle? That triangle is ABD. In this triangle, right, which is having the AB and BD, and also ensure that BD is the resultant. So in this triangle BCD, BC and CD are in same order, but BD is in opposite order. So BD is the resultant of BC and DC. So I can say that it equals to BC plus CD. Which triangle are we taking? In triangle BCD. Now, vector AC plus vector BD, how much it will be? Just put their values. Vector A, this is equal to vector AB plus vector BC plus vector BC plus vector CD. Now, BC plus BC, it is 2BC. What is AB and CD? If you see, AB and CD are in opposite vector, in opposite direction, and AB and DC are the opposite side of a parallelogram. So they are equal and opposite. So I can cancel AB equals to AB and CD cancelled, because AB equals to negative of CD. So it equals to twice of BC. So first I have proved. In second, AC minus BD, what it will be? What is AC? Again put up its value. AB plus vector BC, and what is BD? vector BC plus CD, vector BC plus vector CD. No, BC can be cancelled out. So let's cancel it out, the BC. No, all of us know that vector AB, but vector AB is negative of vector CD. So what can I write? I can write that vector AB, in place of CD I can write minus of AB, minus minus plus. So this is twice of AB. So in this way I can find it out. Alright? Now, next question is, if you are given two vectors, which vectors are these? Let's say you are given two vectors 5 Newton and 7 Newton having an angle of 60 degree. Let us say this is 5 Newton vector and this is 7 Newton vector, angle is 60 degree. I have to calculate the magnitude of the result. Right? I am given two vectors 5 Newton and 7 vectors. I have to calculate the magnitude of the resultant. So let us say magnitude of first vector is 5 Newton, magnitude of second vector is 7 Newton, and theta is 60 degree. R, what is R? It equals to magnitude of vector A square, magnitude of vector B square plus twice of magnitude of A multiplied by magnitude of B and cosine of angle between them. And what is angle here? A is here 5 square and what is B? 7 square. What is 2AB? 2 into 5 into 7 cos 60. And what is cos 60? Cos 60 is half. So I can write 35 plus 49, 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied 7 multiplied by half, half is cancelled. So this is I think 84 plus 35. So when you will solve this, it will be square root of 119 Newton. So answer is square root of 190 Newton. Alright, if you solve this, it will be 10.44 Newton. So in this way, we can solve these questions. Next question is, two vectors, what I am given, I have to find, next question is, find the angle between the two vectors of equal magnitude. What is the question I am given? Find angle between two vectors, let us say vector A, such that their magnitude is same and resultant is also equal to x. So what my question is, find the angle between two vectors of equal magnitude such that magnitude of resultant is also equal to magnitude of either of the vectors. So I have to calculate theta. So what my solution is, I am given vector magnitude A, magnitude of B, x, and magnitude of R is also x. I have to calculate the theta. Now, is there any relation which connects the R, A, B and theta? That is the formula of R. R, we know that A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Right, so I can write R square equal to A square plus B square 2AB cos theta. And what is R? let us say x. What is this x? X, and in place of a and b I will write x theta. Now x square is cancelled, so what this is? 0 equals to, no, when this x square will be shifted here, it will be minus x square, 2x square cos theta. Now this x square is cancelled, it will be minus 1 equals to 2 cos theta. So minus half is cos theta, and theta equals to 120 degree, because cos 120 degree is minus half, right? So here theta in this case is 120 degree. This is the answer. So this is the angle between the two vectors. Alright? Now these questions are very simple. Just know the formula and you will be able to get the answers. Next is two forces equal to P and 2P Newton. What I am given? I am given that there are two forces. Let us say one force is F1, its magnitude is P. Another force is F2, its magnitude is 2P. Alright? Act on a particle, right? What it says? It says that if F1 is doubled and F2 is increased by 20 Newton, the direction of resultant remains same. There is no effect on the direction of resultant. What I have to do? I have to calculate the value of P. Alright, this is a question given. Now, what I will do? It's a very simple question. Here I am being asked the direction. So, if I say that, let us say, I know that tangent beta. Let us say these are two vectors, vector A and vector B. They are having angle theta. Let us say this is resultant. It makes an angle beta with A. Then what was the formula of tangent beta? We have done it equals to A. It equals to B sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. So if I say let resultant of F1 and F2 makes an angle beta with F2. F1 is making an angle beta with F2. Then what will be tangent beta? Tangent beta, it is making angle with F2, so F1 sin theta divided by F2 plus F1 cos theta. Alright? Now, what is F1? It is P sin theta divided by what is F2? 2P plus P cos theta. Now, according to question, beta remains same if F2 is doubled tangent beta is doubled, B2 remains the same. So beta remains same if F1 is made twice of P and F2 is increased by 20 Newton. Right? So what is this? 2 sine theta divided by, what I will write in place of F2? 2p plus 20, and what here I will write? 2p cos theta. Now use 1 and 2. If I use 1 and 2, what I will get? Let's say 2p sin theta divided by 2p plus p cos theta equals to 2p sin theta divided by 2 equals to, here it will be from 1 and 2, p sin theta 2p plus p cos theta. It is 2p sin theta divided by 2p plus 20 plus 2p cos theta. So if you say here, what is happening? This p sin theta, it get cancelled. So now do the reverse. What I will get? 2p plus 20 plus 2p cos theta, it equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2p plus p cos theta. Now if I try to solve this, how much I will get? 2p plus 20 plus 2p cos theta equals to 2 2s are 4, 4p plus 2p cos theta. Now what happens? This 2p cos theta, it gets cancelled. So if I shift 2p here, how much it will be? 4p minus 2p. I am doing it here. So what this is? 4p minus 2p equals to 20. So 2p equals to 20. So p equals to 10. So my answer is p equals to 10. So in this way I can solve the questions. Right? Let's do one more question. What is the question? Question is given that the greatest and least resultant of two forces acting at a point are 29 Newton and 5 Newtons. So what I am given? I am given the greatest and least resultant of two forces. When the resultant is greatest, if the forces are in same direction, and when the resultant is least, if the forces are in opposite direction. So what I am saying? Question is, I am given the greatest resultant. It is given to be, greatest possible resultant is given to be 29 Newton and least resultant is 5 Newton. 4 forces F1 and F2, right? What it says that if each force is increased by 3 newtons, find the resultant of two new forces acting at right angle to each other. What it says that? It says that, that's the question is, question says that if each force is increased by, if magnitude of F1 is increased by 3 Newton and magnitude of F2 is also increased by 3 Newton, then angle between the forces and angle between the forces is 90 degree. What I have to calculate? I have to calculate the R, right? So how can I calculate the R? It is very simple. Now let us say F1 and F2 are the forces, right? And what is the greatest resultant? 29 Newton. When greatest resultant? When these forces are in the same direction. So I can say that it equals to F1 plus F2. And what is 5 Newton when F1 minus F2? From here I can calculate the F1. 2F1 will be 34 Newton. So F1 is 17 Newton. And what is the F2? I think F2, the difference is 5 Newton. So F2 is 12 Newton. Now, according to question, F1 is increased by 3. So F1 will be 17 plus 3, 20 Newton. And what is F2? F2 is increased by 3. So it will be 15 Newton and theta is 90 degree. Calculate the resultant, magnitude of the resultant. How can I calculate? R will be equal to under root F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos 90. And what is cos 90? Cos 90, it equals to 0. So I can say that if I put up here this F1, it is 20 square plus 15 square plus 0 because cos 90 0. So what is 20? 400, 225. So answer is under root 625 Newton. And what is under root 620? It is simply 25 Newton. So answer is 25 Newton. Right? So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.